Hey, what's up everybody, erivera94 bringing you my top 10 action figures of 2017. This is a list of my top favorite action figures from all lines combined, all in one video here. So we're going to start it off right now and waste no time. Before I get into these figures right here, we will have some honorable mentions and show my runner-up figures, the ones that almost made the list but did not. And we're going to start it off with Battle Damage Gohan right here. Then we have the SH Figuarts C-3PO, SH Figuarts R2-D2, SH Figuarts Super Saiyan God Goku, the Marvel Legends Angela figure. Last but not least, the SH Figuarts Dark Knight Christian Bale Batman right there. These figures are all great in their own right and all deserve to be mentioned. My number 10 spot goes to the SH Figuarts Iron Man Mark II action figure. This action figure came with the Hall of Armor piece if you bought it in the US. And this figure was the next addition to completing our Hall of Armor. Now I know what you're thinking. What's so special about this figure? Well, this figure actually came at a time when we were in dire need of an upgrade for this figure. We have not gotten a truly definitive Mark II from the Iron Man movie yet. Revoltech was the only one that had a somewhat decent version of that figure out. It was actually the best one till this came out. So I was actually really happy to see this come out, and that Bandai really did it justice. My number 9 spot goes to the HasCon exclusive XForce Deadpool. This is the HasCon version that came out in 2017, not the Deadpool Wave, the Sasquatch Wave version that came out in 2018. So let's not get it mixed up, even though they're pretty much the same figure. This one was released in 2017, so this is why it's on this list of 2017 top figures. Again, using the Bucky Cat mold, Hasbro knocked it out of the ballpark once again with another great figure using this mold. Deadpool is just made to have this mold right here, and they did a great job, just like they did with the Juggernaut Wave regular red Deadpool. We now have a better version of XForce Deadpool to replace our Return of Marvel Legends outdated version. This body mold can give you all the articulation you could ever want in a Marvel Legend. And as always, Deadpool comes with his great accessories. Coming in at number 8, we have the Black Panther Okoye Build-A-Figure Wave Invincible Iron Man. Though this was released in some states in 2018, this was actually released in my state in 2017, so this is why he's in this video. Arguably being one of the best Hasbro made Iron Man figures out there, this figure looks great and poses great as well. Being such an Iron Man fan, I was excited to see another Iron Man figure being made unlike others, and I was even more excited to see that they made such a great one. Being packed in with an alternate awesome Tony Stark head and 2 repulsor blasts, you really can't go wrong with this figure. Being one of my biggest surprises of 2017, number 7 goes to this 14.5-inch Incredible Hulk figure from the 12-inch Marvel Legends line. This figure truly has it all. Hasbro packed in a lot of articulation and details, as well as alternate hands and an alternate head, giving you a choice of a modern or a classic look. Although this figure will not scale with your other 6-inch Marvel Legends, it's still a great piece to have in your collection. Coming in at number 6, we have the Max Factory Good Smile Company Figma Deadpool action figure. Another surprise for me in 2017. Never expected to like or even love this figure, but when I got it to see what it was all about, I was truly amazed at the articulation and the posability of this guy. That being said, this Deadpool figure is one of the best Deadpool figures out there, and the fact that I can get him into this pose is another reason why he's my number 6 on my top 10 list. Moving on to number 5, we have Yamcha from the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z line. One of the most anticipated, most requested figures ever in the entire Dragon Ball Z line is Yamcha, and we finally got him, and they did such a great job with this figure. Bandai Tamashii packed him in with some great faces, hands, and even a Cyberman. A much needed addition to anyone's Dragon Ball Z collection. This Yamcha figure truly won't disappoint. Sneaking in at number 4, we have the SH Figuarts Bandai Tamashii Nations. This is War Machine Mark III from Captain America Civil War. Such an amazing figure, and I truly don't see a lot of people talking about it. Bandai just never ceases to produce great Iron Man armors, and War Machine is no different. Coming with his baton and a lot of blasting and bullet effects, along with alternate hands, this figure is yet another great War Machine. If I'm not mistaken, my previous top 10 video had the Mark II included. Mark III War Machine being one of my favorite War Machine armors, right next to Mark I. I'm really happy that Bandai did it justice and produced such an amazing figure. Now, with that being said, Hasbro also did produce a pretty good figure for $20. A great alternative if you don't want to spend the extra money on this one. In number 3, it's the one, the only Jim Lee Cyclops Marvel Legend action figure. Winning my number 1 spot in my Marvel Legends top 10 list, this Cyclops Jim Lee figure is one of the best Hasbro has produced. Coming in as well when we needed a much needed upgrade from the Toy Biz version, Hasbro really did it justice. I like the fact that, again, he's using the Bucky Cat mold, and even though these two figures right here are using the same mold, they look so different. Now, including minor gripes such as the loose leg straps, even with that included, it's still an amazing figure. Great sculpt, great articulation, and great paint. Everything about this figure is the way it needed to be done. The runner-up spot, the number 2 spot, goes to the SH Figuarts TN Dragon Ball Z action figure by Bandai Tamashii Nations. This figure was released in December of 2017 in Japan, closing off the year with a high note for Bandai Tamashii's Dragon Ball Z line. What a great way to close out the year. This is the TN that we deserve, that we've been wanting, that we've been asking for many years. And the fact that we got TN and Yamcha within the same year was truly amazing. TN comes with alternate heads, alternate hands, and 2 molded hands so you can connect them together and make the tri-beam cannon pose as you see right here. To top it off, they even went as far as including a Chatsu figure to connect on Nappa's back right there. Bandai Tamashii never ceasing to recreate amazing iconic moments in DBZ with their action figures, and this is a great example with TN. And the almighty number 1 spot, my favorite number 1 action figure of 2017 goes to the Bandai Tamashii Nations Dragon Ball Z SH Figuarts Nappa figure. The longest awaited figure of all time, I have to say, at least for me. Nappa was shown in 2011 or 2012 at a convention and never released until 6 years later. Highly requested by fans around the world, like literally around the world. Bandai finally delivered what all the fans wanted, and it was the definitive Nappa figure, finally in SH Figuarts form. They retooled it into a armored version of him, as we did see a unarmored, shirtless Nappa figure first. Some fans still want that Nappa, and I'm sure that's still a possibility for the future, but I'm actually really happy they went this route with a armored version. Those who do not know, this is the Planet Arlia colored version, so should be posed with the Planet Arlia SDCC exclusive Vegeta figure, leaving the door open to an SDCC exclusive Nappa anime colored version where you can properly display these next to Tien, Yamcha, and Goku. So Nappa being my favorite villain in DBZ, Nappa being a figure that I've wanted in SH Figuarts form for many years, for 6 years, and the icing on the cake is the fact that Yamcha came with a Cyberman. Cybermen being the humanoid creatures that grow from a planted seed placed in the ground by Nappa on the show was just another great addition. Also, Chatsu being included with Tien, another great addition because this specific Chatsu in this pose is involved with him being attached to Nappa's back. So everything connects, and that is just absolutely beautiful. Exactly why those 3 figures are on my top 10 list. And Bandai Tamashii absolutely delivering an amazing Nappa figure at the end of it all is truly why Nappa is my number 1 action figure, favorite action figure of 2017. Alright, and that does it, guys. That is my top 10 action figures of 2017. It was a great year, and I'm looking forward to 2018 where it's going to be an even better year. We're looking at some really good Dragon Ball Z figures coming up and Marvel Legends as well. So very exciting to see what's coming up. I thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you liked the video, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And as always, have a great day. Bye.
That's crispy.